kick it.
And isn't he an exciting player?
Off the left, right to the goal line. Wanganeen.
And through.
Carries the pack for a goal. What a player, Derek Kickett.
They go in towards a full forward line, St Kilda. Low in front.
And more trouble here for St Kilda. Stuart Lowe, look at him grab that left shoulder. And I'll check with Scott Palmer the latest on that shortly. Now have a look at this mark. Probably never heard Don Scott restricted to one word like that. Oh. But he was on that particular.
Really quite remarkable. Dean Wallace, he can do some very good things, but then he undoes himself a little bit with something that he'll do which is just out of the flow of play. But yesterday he kept himself in check, and I thought he played a terrific game. Darren Buick played up the ground and picked up a lot of kicks, but Derek Kickett, to talk about Gary Ablett's ability, I have seen this man do some incredible things. He kicked a magnificent goal, a mark, and a couple of years ago, in one quarter at the MCG, he took them apart. He has got some unbelievable ability. He's also bringing his teammates into the play. He set up a couple of goals, and he also chased pretty hard, which I haven't seen him do before.
Don, you mentioned Wallace didn't have an opponent all day. Is that fairly ordinary coaching or something from the opposition?
Well, I was going to, yes, I'm glad you brought that up, because I watched them a couple of years ago, and Sheedy did exactly the same thing when Lockett was on fire down at Moorabbin. He roamed... it was Ezard and Werner, I think, that day, wasn't it, Tim? They were blocking up, and Danaher was at full back. Yesterday he did the same thing, but a little bit different, had Wallace just propping in front. Wallace didn't have an opponent. Now, I don't know who the loose man up the ground was, because Nathan Burke was picking up a lot of kicks, as was Harvey. McAdam was also loose at one stage, and I thought Davenport might have been the loose man, but they were predictable in what they were doing, St Kilda. They were obviously getting the ball a lot around midfield, but hitting it long down into the forward line, and Wallace was by himself. Also, it was a courageous effort by Wallace, because with Lockett or Lowe was down there on occasions, he had to stand his ground on a couple of occasions and showed a lot of courage and composure.
Last week I watched St Kilda, and I thought that they layerised a little bit with the ball overuse. They weren't that direct in their play. How did you find them yesterday?
Well, on a couple of occasions, I don't suppose they were direct, Tim, but maybe they were forced to go that way because they really didn't have a focal point up forward. Lowe started beside Lowe at Lockett. Lowe started beside Lockett in the forward pocket. They moved them around. Allen was at full forward. Lockett was up the ground on occasions, so they really didn't have much to aim for.
Scotty, could it be